Bottle of vodka in my hand, and he's telling me to drink it, or he's going to kill me, or he's going to kill Louise.
What did he look like?
I didn't see his face. He was wearing a balaclava.
Okay. What about his voice? Was it young or old? Did he have an accent?
Don't know.
Was there anything at all that mocked him out?
He was wearing gloves. He wore black leather gloves.
Smithy, we need every detail.
The gun.
Okay, good. What kind of gun is it?
I don't remember. I can't remember. And I can't remember because I was drunk.
Take it easy, Smithy. It's okay. Just take it easy, all right?
You said in your statement you left work at 4. Louise Larson was killed at approximately 6:10. There are 2 hours, 2 vital hours, that are missing from your life, Sergeant Smith.
I was out. Cold.
So how come Louise received a text from you at 6:05? Minutes, maybe even seconds before she was killed. Meet me at the Bessborough Hotel. I've got a surprise for you.
Obviously, it's the people that are responsible for making me drink a bottle of vodka and drugging me. They've got hold of my phone, and then when I've been unconscious, they've just sent the number. They've just sent the text themselves.
Obviously. Earlier on, when I asked you if you and Louise had had an argument, you said no. When I put it to you that you accidentally hit her, you said no. It wasn't an accident. Whoever killed Louise Larson did it deliberately. We know that now. My theory could be right. Maybe you did argue. Maybe she said the relationship was over, that she didn't want to see you. Well, you were devastated. You loved her. You risked your life for her. Rage, fury, it can make us do things we normally wouldn't do. Maybe you killed her deliberately. But that's just a theory.
Sorry, JT, what was it you wanted?
Oh, it's okay. The moment has passed.
What?
I'm leaving.
It's a bit early, isn't it?
No, not work, the country. My partner's had a job offer in Madrid. He wants me to go, so I'm going.
You didn't mention anything.
Well, I did try. Hey, I'm off as soon as my shift finishes, which isn't long, so... Bye.
Look, JT, wait!
All right, adios.
Bang on cue.
What, us two?
You two. Don't you adios me!
Look, I know you've got a problem with who my dad is.
Smithy's innocent. And if your father condescended to talk to any member of the team, he'd know that. You just have to accept we're on opposite sides.
We're on the same side. The witness was last seen in Larkhill Street yesterday at 6:30, heading towards Waterman Road. And then he just vanishes. So where did he go?
We've asked for CCTV from the bus companies operating in the area. Taxi firms are being trawled. Coppers are going door to door.
How long is that going to take?
As long as it needs to. This isn't all gung-ho. This is about method, doing the job properly.
He suggested I killed Louise.
We was trying to make you crack, put pressure on. We'll prove your innocence. We're a good team. Now, Joe and Zane are on the way to interview a Pauline Burton. Do you know her?
She's an old friend of Louise's. They fell out when Louise got together with Pete, but recently Louise has been staying with her.
Well, we're hoping that Louise shared a confidence or two. If she can back up what you said about going to Australia...
What if she was going to tell anyone it'd be Pauline?
Well, that's what we're banking on.
We've been trying to contact you since last night, actually.
The social worker has called out to a case in the early hours. What's happened?
It's about Louise.
Louise?
I'm sorry, there's no easy way to tell you this. She's been killed in an accident.
Right, so it's 6:15 in the evening, which means that our witness is probably on his way home from work or going to the gym or back to work.
That means he could be on his way anywhere.
It's a residential area and the door-to-door's turned up nothing. Cabs, buses, PNC checks haven't given us anything either.
So, what do you suggest we do?
Well, in this area there are 2 pubs, 1 church, 1 mosque and a couple of corner shops near an industrial estate. Take days to get through all the CCTV footage.
Yeah, you're right. So why don't we give them all a bell and see if they saw something?
Here's a list of numbers.
Well, let's split it and get on.
So how come she ended up living here?
A few months ago, I was coming in from work. There she was on my doorstep. She'd agreed to testify against Larson. Obviously, she couldn't stay at home. I guess she had nowhere else to go.
Did she talk about her plans for the future?
Said she'd met a new man who made her see her husband for what he was.
Did she mention his name?
Dale. Dale Smith.
No go on the church, the off licence or the community centre.
I just spoke to the landlord of the Cock and Crown. He thinks he might be able to help us. Sounds like one of his regulars. Usually pops in for a pint after work.
Do you reckon it could be him?
Let's go and find out.
So when did you last see Dale?
I've never seen him.
You said she moved in?
They were over before she moved in with me.
Are you sure?
Positive. Louise ended the relationship just before she left Pete. She'd moved on.
Why would Louise have said that you two'd split up if it wasn't true?
Because the less people that knew, the less risk we had of Pete finding out.
There were no pictures of you together. No one had seen you together. There was nothing in her diary to indicate that she was still in a relationship with you. You even told Superintendent Acaro that the relationship was over.
Yes, to protect her and to protect us.
There were no visa applications for your proposed trip to Australia. No plane tickets.
Look, we hadn't got that far. I loved her. And I was going to give up everything I had to be with her.
Sorry, that's not enough.
All the drugs, then?
Sergeant Smith, we've had the results back from the lab from forensics. The only DNA in the car was yours. We've also had the results of your blood test. There's no trace of GHB or anything else. Just alcohol.
Smithy. We need something concrete. Right now, we haven't got it. Come on.
The landlord of the pub's pretty certain, thank you, that this guy's a man called Carl Kaplan.
He knows him.
He's a regular who works night shifts as a delivery driver on the industrial estate. Usually pops in for a pint on his way to work.
That would make sense. He could have taken a shortcut to his work over that common ground there.
Which is why he disappeared from the CCTV tapes.
Let's get down there.
Now, he only works there at night. During the day, he's an insurance clerk. Let's speak to the delivery firm and see if they can give us an address.
No, you listen to me. I asked for that information an hour ago.
Neil, do you tell me what's going on? People are looking to you to keep a level head.
It's this investigation into Smith Ego. It's not going as well as I hoped.
In what way?
All the evidence is stacked against him. Thought I could help him, but it's going to take a miracle now.
So what are you saying?
Don't know. Don't know what to think anymore.
Well, I do. Smith is innocent, and we're going to prove it.
Let's hope this is the right place.
It is. Kaplan's other boss sounded pretty confident.